I finished 16 skincare products at 60, and only 5 of them are worth buying again. I'm going to share with you what each of them promise, what they did for my 60-year-old skin, and I'll reveal which ones are the keepers at the end. Okay, I have 16 products and I've divided them up into categories. The first part is I'm going to do my ordinary because I've got a lot of ordinary products, so those are lumped into one. Then the second section is hydrating and brightening. And then I have a third section, which is moisturizers. Then a fourth section, some SPF protection that I've used. Fifth is some special treatments and extras. The reason I have this mishmash of stuff that was in that I've saved all the empties for is because I am on a low buy kind of time. I have been trying to use up all the things that I have in my cupboards before I buy new things. Some of these are things I've definitely bought. Some are gifts from my Korean daughter-in-law, which are Korean skincare, which I love. And then other things, I don't know, I've gotten things accumulated over time, maybe gifts. So I just wanted to keep using all the products I have before I buy anything else. And that's why you're going to see a little mishmash of different things. Some things I will continue to use. Some things I've just tried because I finished them up and I'm not going to use them. I don't know if any of you have ever done no buy or low buy months. This has been a low buy several months for me because I've used this over many, many months. So let's start with the ordinary products. The first one I want to tell you about is the 100% organic cold pressed rose hip seed oil. And what the marketing says about this, and I'm going to try to hold these up for you so you can see them and do what the skincare guru people do this so it doesn't look at my face. So maybe focuses on this. So the marketing says that this is packed with antioxidants, vitamins, essential fatty acids to moisturize, smooth fine lines and wrinkles, fade acne scars, and improve overall skin tone and texture. I really do like this because I use this as is, or sometimes I put my own essential oils in it to boost the anti-inflammatory effects of it. I'll put lavender, I'm not a fan of lavender smell, and frankincense, and the other one is cobeba. They're supposed to be good anti-inflammatories and I like them, and sometimes I'll do that, sometimes not. But I do like this because it's a light oil that absorbs into my skin and I can use it morning or night. And it also absorbs well, so you don't feel greasy. It's light enough to do that, which is a good thing. That's why I can use it during the day. The next ordinary product is a high strength exfoliator, and this is the ordinary lactic acid 10% plus HA. So this is this one. And what the marketing says about this is a high strength exfoliator that works to reveal smoother skin. This 10% lactic acid formula provides mild exfoliation and brightens skin, even out the skin tone and texture, and reduce signs of sun damage. Enhanced with 2% hyaluronic acid for hydration and Tasmanian pepperberry to reduce irritation. I always use some kind of an exfoliating serum, and I use tretinoin for that reason also. And I like to use something else to help degunk the cells so they exfoliate better. And this is one that I've been using. And it's a very light, watery feel, and it just goes into your skin, and I put it on after washing my face, usually at night. Then the next one that I have from Ordinary is the Matrixol 10% plus HA. So this one is supposed to be a skin firming serum that targets fine lines, contains 2 generations of Matrixol peptides, Matrixol 3000 and Synthi 6, that stimulate collagen synthesis to reduce the appearance of static and dynamic fine lines and wrinkles, promoting firmer, plumper skin, which is wonderful. I like the feel of this. It's a thicker, more viscous type of serum. I don't know if it does any of these things, but I like the way it feels on my skin. So I would put this on after all the watery type serums if I would put them on, and it feels like it's hydrating. But that would be the hyaluronic acid in there, and I can't confirm or deny if this actually helps build collagen, but I do like the feel of it on my skin for sure. Then the last product from Ordinary that I have is the Ordinary Resveratrol 3% plus ferulic acid 3%. This combines very high concentrations of two powerful antioxidants. Resveratrol is derived from Japanese knotweed and helps combat the signs of aging, which is wonderful. Ferulic acid is a high-potency antioxidant. Together, they provide antioxidant protection and anti-aging benefits. Everybody has now heard of antioxidants and how good they are for the skin. So I do like using it. I find that if I use this more than, say, 3 times a week, my skin gets irritated, like flaky. And I'm not sure why it does that, but obviously it's powerful. It doesn't say it's an exfoliant, it's an antioxidant. But I try not to use this when I've been using this bottle more than 2-3 times a week. All right, next section. We're going to get into the hydrating potions and lotions and brighteners. So I bought this because I'm from Finland. I like to try Finnish stuff. This I bought online from a store that sells Finnish products, and it's called Lumene. Lumene. It is called the Lumene or Lumene Nordic Sea Glow Refresh Hydra. This is complicated. There's so many long names. Lumene Nordic Sea Glow Refresh Hydrating Mist. And this one is a refreshing face mist that provides an instant hit of hydration with Arctic spring water, vitamin C, and Nordic cloudberry extract. Creates a natural looking, healthy glow with the brand's brightening technology. Can be used under or over makeup anytime for a pick-me-up. I like the scent of this, and because it's in a mister, it's a fine mist, it feels good. It has this very light, clean scent that I love, not perfumey at all, and it's very light. I like the way it feels, and I have no idea if it's doing any of this. And I know that vitamin C is very, it breaks down easily in sunlight and daylight. So you want it in a dark bottle. And I don't know if this kind of an orange bottle would be dark enough to save the vitamin C. But I did like the feel of it, the mist. I love the light scent of it, which is really refreshing. But I really don't know if the vitamin C is really doing anything in this. So the next one I have is a product that I don't remember how, I think it was a gift. That's what I think it was. This is the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Serum. And this one is in a little, it's a viscous serum. And what it's supposed to do, apparently it's their #1 serum with exclusive 1 in 60 million night peptides that harness 40 years of night science research, promises plus 128% immediate moisture and minus 14% fine lines, plus 10% elasticity after just one sleep. Provides 72 hours of hydration, visibly reduces multiple signs of aging, and makes skin look smoother, younger, and more radiant and even toned. Well, that's a huge promise, but I didn't like, #1, the smell of it. And if I don't like the smell of something, it's highly doubtful that I will use it, keep using it. But I forced myself to use this. It does feel nourishing and hydrating because it's more viscous and thicker, but I don't think I saw any of those benefits that they claimed that it made. It won't get my buy for sure because of the smell and because there wasn't no huge noticeable difference. I definitely wouldn't buy that. I'm sure it's expensive. All right, the next one that I have is the Good All Green Tangerine Vita C Dark Spot Serum. This is a gift from my daughter-in-law. So what does this say about it? Contains 70% green tangerine extract full of vitamin C for concentrated spot care. Reduces freckles and dark spots. Improves skin dullness within 2 weeks. Infused with 4% niacinamide to brighten and revitalize dull skin. Hypoallergenic and gentle enough for daily use. All right, niacinamide is a good, it opens up blood vessels. It helps dilate blood vessels. It's really, and that brings circulation, and anytime you have increased blood flow to the skin, it's good. I love the smell of this. I do not like perfumey things on my face, but this doesn't even smell like a perfume. It's not overpowering. It's such a light scent that it's fresh, clean. And unless I get it from my daughter-in-law, I don't know what to buy. And I find there are shops online that you can buy Korean products. I find it sometimes hard to find the exact one that I've tried. But if I could get my hands on this, I probably would buy it once in a while, especially in the summer, because it feels so nice. Years ago, when I was in my 20s, I was selling a multi-level skincare product line. If any of you have heard, if you're my age, Concept Now Cosmetics or CNC, my husband used to call it cash and carry. I learned a lot about skincare and the formulation because I went to a lot of conferences and things where, dermatologists and skincare experts spoke at, and I learned a lot about it. And then with my nursing background, I understand how the skin works. So I'm always doubtful of all these huge claims, but I do know that niacin for sure dilates blood vessels and is helpful. And anytime you bring blood flow to any part of your body, it's good for you. This is something that I would buy. It's in a glass bottle and it felt nice, smelled good. And if I could get my hands on it, I'd probably buy it at least in spring, summertime. The next product is the same brand. It's the Good All Green Tangerine Vita C Dark Spot Cream. This is kind of a companion product, I think, to this serum. Yes, it's a companion cream to the serum with the same green tangerine vitamin C technology to brighten, soften, and firm skin while fading dark spots. It encourages collagen production with antioxidants and natural active ingredients. So this cream, same scent, but thicker. And if I had to choose, and if I was going to buy one, I would buy the serum because I just loved the feel of it and the smell of it and how it made my skin feel. And that's always important, that's why we buy it, I think. They can claim all kinds of things, but is it really doing everything like that? All right, the next section, we're on to the moisturizers. And my first one is going to be the CeraVe PM Facial Moisturizing Lotion. This is an ultra lightweight, oil-free night cream with 3 essential ceramides to restore and maintain skin's natural barrier. Niacinamide, again, to calm the skin. Hyaluronic acid to retain moisture because it brings in a hold on to moisture. Developed with dermatologist, fragrance-free, which is important for me, and suitable for all types of skin, including sensitive. I'm just going to let you know, this is one of my favorites. I use it, the PM one, during the day because then I add my own SPF that I really like. This is my daytime moisturizer, which I love, and I have been buying this for years now. e.l.f. Holy Hydration Daily Moisturizer. A lightweight face cream that nourishes and plumps the skin while delivering intense hydration. Contains niacinamide to minimize pores and even skin tone with hyaluronic acid. Claims 100% of users said it keeps skin hydrated all day. 94% said skin looked plump and nourished after 1 week. This is unscented. I thought I would like it, but I really didn't like the bottle. I found this thing always fell off. I didn't care for it as much as my CeraVe PM that I use during the day. So this isn't one that I would definitely, I'm not going to buy this one again. There's something about it that just didn't feel good for my skin at all. The Holy Hydration Face Cream, fragrance free. So this one here, let me show it to you. Same hydrating formula as above, but fragrance free for sensitive skin. Replenishes moisture for supple, bouncy skin that feels soft and smooth. This one, definitely I will repurchase. Me and my husband both use it, and it's the fragrance free one. And that's why it beats out these kind of smelly ones for me 100%, because I feel that it is an actual, just a barrier, keeps all the good things in, doesn't let your moisture evaporate from your skin, and it feels good on my skin. So it's one that I buy on a regular basis at night, or for my nighttime routine. I don't necessarily buy it at night, but I do like this one a lot. I don't have the bottle, I must have thrown it out, but this is the box that it came in. This is called L'Oreal Paris Age Perfect Collagen Expert Night Moisturizer. This was a gift to me. I don't like it because it's so perfumey. This is so perfumey. It's like the typical North American, the heavy perfumed things that I can't stand. And for that reason alone, I wouldn't buy it. I don't think this does anything different than this one does, except this contains all that heavy perfume that I don't like. So I wouldn't buy this one for sure. And it doesn't matter if it contained the niacinamide and the collagen peptides and it's supposed to help. I can't stand the perfume, but I forced myself to use it up because it was a big jar and I didn't want to just throw it out after I tried it. All right, now we're going to get into some SPF Protection, which I don't have a lot of right now, because these are, remember, my garbage, the stuff I've gone through to go through things and, you know, get them out of my closet. This isn't necessarily my things that I use every day. So the first one is the Cetaphil Daily Facial Moisturizer SPF 50. Lightweight, fast-absorbing moisturizer with SPF 50 that provides strong, broad spectrum UVA, UVB protection, hydrates, nourishes, and protects dry to normal skin while keeping skin looking young and vibrant, non-greasy, non-irritating, hypoallergenic, and won't clog pores. Where I use this, because I don't feel that's true. For me, it was kind of not greasy, but didn't absorb very well, so it left my skin shiny. So this is perfect for my neck. I use my it's a more expensive, the SPF I use for my face. I use that on my face and this one on my neck. So I really like it on my neck and the SPF 50. So I find that, because I do like Cetaphil products, other things I've tried in them. So this is what I use that for. Roche-Posay Anthelios 50 Plus Ultra Fluid Invisible Finish. This one is the tinted one. Ultralight oil-free sunscreen with high broad spectrum UVA, UVB protection, 80-minute water and sweat resistant. Invisible finish with ultralight fluid textures that leaves no white streaks. Non-sticky, non-greasy with no eye migration. Committed to respect marine life. I do like this. I started using this Anthelios brand because there was a mineral version, and I swear I started with the mineral. Somehow I've morphed into the other ones, but that's okay because I like them. This one is what I use daily most of the time. My preference is the non-tinted one because this one is messy. When you put it on your face, I don't know, when you wash it off your hands, it's all over the sink. Sometimes my husband and I share, well, a lot of times, he doesn't want a tinted one, but I like the way it absorbs and I love wearing it and it's easy to put on. So my preference is the non-tinted, but I do really like this sunscreen a lot. Special treatments and extras. So this is, again, from my daughter-in-law. I get a lot of Korean skincare and face masks. Is the MediHeal Pepta Lifting Ampule Mask. Contains 6 types of peptide complex and hydrolyzed collagen to revive skin and make it flexible and supple. Stimulates collagen production for more elastic skin, diminishes fine lines and wrinkles, ensures high water retention and moisture persistence with intensified moisture barrier. I love all these masks. The one I've had a variety of these and they have different things that they say on them. But one day not long ago, my skin was really irritated, probably because I was using the resveratrol too much and I felt like it was starting to peel and all this type of stuff. So I was wondering, should I use this? I used this after, washing my face and doing all that. And it just, I don't know, my skin, it felt good afterwards. I love these masks. And I don't know if I would just be able to go out and buy them because I find, I don't know, she always gives me an assortment at Christmas of these masks and I just go through them through the year. If I could find a really good seller of Korean skincare that I could find and exactly what she had given me that I've tried, I probably would buy them and give it a try because I really do like how my skin felt afterwards. And sometimes you don't know if something's really working and you think, oh, I just like the feel of it and it's really doing nothing. But that instance where I had that irritated skin and I used it, my skin then was fine afterwards so I thought, well, that just proves that it actually did do something. It did help my skin. And I've found that I've done that with other skincare over the decades, that sometimes I'm wondering, is it even doing anything? And then I'll have some little issue and I'll try it and it either gets it worse or fixes it or it helps. And that's kind of how I've made decisions on what to keep and what to not to keep. This next one is not a skincare product, but it has properties of skincare in it. This is called the Necessaire, the deodorant gel eucalyptus. Clear, quick drying, 5% AHA, mandelic acid, and niacinamide deodorant designed to combat odor, treat hyperpigmentation, and minimize bumps, no aluminum, no baking soda, mess-free, non-sticky, hypoallergenic, dermatologist tested. So I was buying the Necessaire, I just say Necessaire this gel deodorant, but it was unscented. And then I cannot find it anymore. All they have is the eucalyptus, and I prefer the unscented best. I don't really smell this. After I've put it on and it dries and I'm going about my day, I don't really smell the eucalyptus, but I just so much prefer the unscented one. They don't keep you from sweating, but they do keep you smelling fresh, which is nice. And I have used this one, but I prefer the unscented. If I find that, I will try it. And as for the you know, these properties like the AHA and the niacinamide, I mean, it's good. Your underarms or skin, they need skincare too. So the 5 that, actually I have a 6th one in there, a bonus one for you that I would buy. You probably can tell from what I already, when I went through these, but CeraVe PM, yes, definitely I will buy that. The Ordinary Rosehip Seed Oil, definitely buy that one. The Ordinary Resveratrol, 3%, yes. The Ordinary Matrixyl, yes. And Ordinary Lactic Acid for the exfoliating properties. But the bonus one, as you probably know, is this e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream, just because of the fact that you can get the unfragrance or the fragrance-free one, which is perfect for me. I'm going to link all these things in the description, whichever, if I can find them, I will put a link to them so you can check it out yourself if you're interested in any of these. I like watching these things just because it's fun to see what other people are using. I also was trying to actually check when Angie Hot and Flashy, she made her own skincare line with her dad. And what I liked about it is because I don't want to have this kind of a collection of bottles in front of me to choose from. I like to streamline things. And she was putting all the active ingredients that she thought are beneficial for middle-aged women into her creams. And I think she's only got 2 items. 2 items is perfect, and a few other things. But sadly, I checked her site. She doesn't ship to Canada yet. And I really need to restock soon because I'm right down to the bare bones and my skin is craving some of the products that I usually use. If you're interested in my actual routine for skincare, comment routine down below, then I will know if there's any interest, because mine is not complicated. I have very few items that I like to use. It does change a bit between winter and summer. And that is all for today. So let me know if you would like that, because then I can film it. Leave me any questions you have. And also I've got my link to my newsletter, and I'll link anything I can find that I've shown you today in the description. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.